Hi, welcome to Health Chat. Today we're going to be outside. It's beautiful. It's a spring day. The leaves are budding on the trees, and I hope it's light enough for you to see and hear me. So our subject today on Health Chat is coming from Perfect Harmony Marketing, and the subject is attention deficit or attention deficit with hyperactivity. Do you know someone, or have you experienced that with yourself or a child, possibly maybe a grandchild, that may be diagnosed with hyperactivity or just attention deficit? This is very close to my heart. I had two children. My oldest son had a challenge in school. And what I learned was attention deficit is not a deficit. They're very bright children, so take heart. When they're focused on something they enjoy doing, it is very difficult to get them distracted. But on a whole, it's like the spokes of a wheel, and they're in the middle, and all this attention is going out from the center, and they don't know where to keep their attention because everything attracts them. My son had trouble in elementary school. It was hard to get his homework done, stay focused in the classroom. There were so many distractions. And so I had him tested, and that was the diagnosis. And he was about 10 years of age. And so I was introduced to a professor on an audio CD a number of years ago, actually about 20. Her name was Dr. Karen Craig, C-R-A-I-G. And she had adopted several children who had attention deficit. And from her experience, she discovered that there were triggers. And some of the triggers were chemical toxins that she was bringing into her home to clean her house with. And then she discovered there was some nutritional support that could be added to make a huge difference so these children could be successful in their life. So I was so grateful to learn about that, and she recommended the line of products I am marketing today in my business. And the products are called Get Clean Organic Cleaners from Shaklee Corporation. Shaklee has been green since day one. Actually, the first official Earth Day cleaner was the Shaklee All-Purpose Cleaner, and I mentioned that last week. I was also introduced to a book by a Dr. Doris Rapp. R-A-P-P. Is this your child's world? Is your child allergic to schools, the school environment? Hyperactivity is causing this, asthma. They're disruptive. They're prone to colds and learning disabilities. And as she went on to report in this big, thick book of hers, she did a lot of testing. Sometimes there are moles. Sometimes there are chemicals that we bring into our home. And this child, Ryan, they did a test on, and they started him writing his name. And then they had a bottle of Clorox. They simply took the lid off, and as the fumes traveled on the air current and reached Ryan, he started inhaling the fumes. His handwriting totally changed, became totally illegible. He was disruptive, actually. So they put the cap on, they opened the windows, aired out the classroom. Ryan continued writing, and his handwriting returned to normal. Now, parents, grandparents, does that tell you something? If that affects a young child, what's it going to do to the rest of us? What if it's an infant? What if it's a pet? What if it's an older adult, a senior citizen in the home? Those are the people that are the most vulnerable. Now, I don't want to be affected myself because I realized I was getting repeated respiratory infections throughout the year. Could I make a difference if I remove the chemicals? And guess what? I got the benefit as well. So I'm so grateful to learn those triggers. And if you would like to know safe solutions that are natural, that are made from coconut, simple things, corn and coconut. It's so simple, and yet it cleans. It does clean tough jobs. Now, we live in the country and we have a septic tank, and you're always concerned about the health of the septic tank. You want it to keep doing its job. Well, this goes gently down the drain and does not destroy the bacteria that you want in the septic tank to do the job in the septic tank. It actually enhances it, so I was thrilled about that as well. And so I totally became a believer in the Get Clean organic cleaners. And not only have I saved our health and doctors' health, but I've saved money because they're so economical. They're very concentrated, and I only use 2 drops in 16 ounces of water to clean my windows or my mirrors, and they're so much fun, and you don't cough and sputter and spew breathing the harmful chemicals. And then, of course, my children, when they were younger, they could go clean the windows together. Mom didn't have any worries about them. They could spray them on their hair, in their face, in their clothes, and guess what? They got cleaned as well. So they are safe going gently down the drain as well as being used on your body. And guess what? Some of my household plants, my household plants love them. That brings up another point about our pets. They're gentle to be used around our pets. Now, I switched all of our household products, even the laundry room, the kitchen, washing my dishes, and germicide. We have a wonderful germicide that is very gentle, and so I don't use that Germ-X. Germ-X has a triclosan ingredient which disrupts the hormones in our bodies, so make sure you don't use that product. Then my son grew, and he went away to boarding academy in the 9th grade. The problem was I could not control the environment as I could at home. His grades bottomed out at a D-. Now, I'm paying good money to go to a boarding school, and I did not want him having D-. So I decided I would implement the nutritional line that Dr. Craig had talked about, so I sent those along with him, and I'm not going to focus on that today, but if you want to know what they are, please message me and I can get them to you. But that helps support doing the other things, not only eliminating the chemical toxins, but adding the nutritional support that help the mind focus and stay connected so that they could accomplish what they needed to. Now, that year, his senior year, he received an award for making the most progress of any students that school year, and he was so proud. And he wrote me a letter that I still have today and drew a beautiful rose bud on it and said, "Mom, thank you so much for helping me. Instead of laughing about making low grades, now I can be proud that I made the most progress this school year. I am so grateful to someone who was willing to share this with me." Now he's a parent with 2 children, one age 6 and one age 8. He has a very successful building boat docks business in Chattanooga along the Tennessee River, and his business is called Dr. Doc. Google it and see what he's done. Very amazing work. What a grateful mother, because someone introduced me to these line of products. They were earth-friendly, green, and non-toxic. Help my child be able to have a chance to be successful in life and proud about what he's doing. What a price tag I could put on that. There is no limit to what I would do to help my family. I'm a grateful mom. I'm a grateful grandmother. Ask me for the free checklist. Is your child at risk? I'll be happy to send that to you. And please do another favor. Like me on Facebook and share me on your Facebook page, because someone you know may be searching and struggling to know what to do to help their family member, their loved one who has attention deficit, and they could be an adult even at this age of their life. It could be a benefit. And remember, take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live.